up? I am me, and this is a Natural Forces production where we talk about the science of fireworks. Because they aren't only fun to look at, but they are actually a science experiment before your eyes. Yeah. So we're gonna actually take a look at all the types of fireworks, from rockets to artillery to fountains to airplanes and sparklers and firecrackers, etc. So throughout this video, I'm gonna be saying really scientific words that are really big, okay? Not only because I'm pretentious, but because I really want you to know how these mothers work. Let's go take a look. Mortars, aka artillery. Mortars are vertical tubes that require golf ball-sized shells to give off a two-step explosive reaction. Step 1. Ignite shell, exploding the gunpowder, propelling the shell roughly 100 feet into the air. Step 2 is a timed reaction after Step 1, where specific chemicals explode, creating a burst of colors. Sodium for yellow, barium for green, strontium for red, titanium for white, calcium for orange, and copper for blue. If Step 2 reaction isn't timed correctly after Step 1, your face could get destroyed, meaning the shell could fall back to the ground, exploding chemicals in every direction. This is why it is important to take the right precautions while using fireworks and always read the directions. Remember Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong, will go wrong. Rockets. Types of rockets include the skyrockets, which have a stick to provide stability during airborne flight, missiles, which instead rotate for stability, and bottle rockets, which are shot out of a tube. Fireworks are the simplest form of solid rockets, but the weakest. Evolution from fireworks brought about more complex solid-fueled rockets, which use more exotic and powerful fuels. The low explosive properties of gunpowder, which are on regular firework rockets, relative to the high explosive properties of more advanced solid-fueled rockets, like in NASA's space rockets. Fountains. Fountains, unlike most fireworks, are ground-based, which means there's only a one-step reaction. Since no projectile is being launched, the only reaction taking place is the one onto the chemicals creating the desired colors. Instead of an explosion of the chemicals, they slowly are spit upwards, creating a fountain effect. Fountains are usually placed up close to the viewer because the effects are less harmful relative to other fireworks. Firecrackers. In their simplest form, firecrackers consist of gunpowder wrapped in paper with a fuse. Lighting a fuse supplies the heat to light a firecracker. The charcoal or sugar is the fuel, potassium nitrate is the oxidizer, and sulfur moderates the reaction. Airplanes. Airplane fireworks get their name from the propeller-shaped plastic that is on top of the fuel capsules. The capsules have a hole on one side where chemicals are projected outwards, causing it to spin at high speeds. As the propeller is spinning, it catches air underneath the wings, much like a helicopter. So the fireworks effect is basically like a helicopter increasing its altitude. Don't you love the smell of that hot, humid summer air? So the first firework we're going to be using is a firecracker. And when I slow down in slow motion, you're going to see that it's going to be an instantaneous boom. Probably one frame will be it exploding, which means it's going to be nearly impossible to see on the human eye, which makes it basically an audible firework. There's no visual effect, that's why it's only used for sound. And then we're going to take a look at the fountain, and you're going to see that the chemicals are only going to be sprayed up vertically. It's going to be a slow spray of awesome colors. And then we're going to look at the airplanes, and we're going to see the propellers on them, and we're going to see them spin. Let me go get an airplane. Alright, so the airplanes look sort of like this. This one's actually literally looks like an airplane, and you see the props on it, and whenever you light it, there's going to be a hole. It's going to spin. And when it spins, actually it'll be this direction, it'll spin and then it'll go up because these are thrusting it, just like an airplane. Just kind of like a helicopter. We have a different type here, it's smaller. You have another plastic prop. This looks more like a helicopter. It's like a drone. It'll spin like a drone and it'll go up. They're pretty simple. It's just gonna catch air, and that's just how they work. Which is cool because it's not the firework that's making it go up, it's the air. And for the smaller fireworks we're gonna be shooting off right now is gonna be a smoke bomb, which is, we're gonna see the smoke coming out, really fun, right? And then we're gonna see the sparklers, which are very simple and pretty boring to me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like. Just pretty boring. Yeah, it's that. I guess the effect's way better at night, but I mean, wow, that's just amazing. Wow, it makes colors. And then we're gonna take a look at the bottle rockets, or rockets, which get the most height out of any fireworks. They go really high, and then shoot this one off too. This one goes really high, really high. Great. So, and then after that, you'll see the mortars, which are kind of the more spectacular ones that give you the stars that you see in big firework events. And you'll see that at night, the bursts, when they explode. They're so pretty, right? Well, that's great. You can have fun with looking at pretty colors. But let's take a look at all these other fireworks. Let's go!
Airplanes. Mortars. Firecrackers. Rockets. Smoke bombs. Fountains.
Urlami, mi scusi con me? Una volta. Urlami. Urlami, mi scusi con me? Urlami, una volta. Urlami. Urlami, mi scusi con me? Urlami, una volta. Con me? Con me? Urlami, mi scusi con me? Una volta.